Gashia.
Oh yeah, thank you, President Ritesh. Good afternoon. We had a wonderful distribution with the residents of Mukuru Slum on Sunday. So it's been a journey. It was quite some work because we actually did the mapping ourselves. It was quite an experience just going into the slums and getting to see the livelihood and everything, all the sad stories going on inside there. So it was quite an experience for us, and it was an amazing journey.
Yes. Well done. I see Past President Darcy is with us today. How are you?
How's everybody today?
We are keeping well.
That's good. Keep safe, keep well.
Thank you. And Past President Gopinath from Rotary Club of Madras, how are you? Greetings, Rotarian Jennifer. How are you? Welcome everyone who's joined us today. I can see we have Past President Gopinath from Rotary Club of Madras, President Kate from Gashie, Rotarian Jennifer from Rotary Club of Kilifi, and our very own club members, Rotarian Kalpa, Susan, Winnie, Darcy. Welcome all. And we are soon going to have a video which is going to be played with a beautiful song by Shilpa Rao, whilst we wait for Rotarians and guests to log on.
Sherlock Holmes. This is
Yes.
Psycho. That's the
correct answer.
I'll request everyone to
Are you trying to annoy us?
be on mute.
The answers you need to cover your asses, fill out your forms, let me out of here. We need you to show us.
बोर्ड ले आ रहे हैं हेलो oh my
Welcome, family and friends of Rotary. And as we are waiting for our guest to arrive, we are going to play some songs. And I wholeheartedly welcome all of you here. I see we have Past President Gopinath, welcome. We have Meera from the Asian Foundation, welcome. We have Past President Sanjay from Rotary Club of Bangalore, Raj Mahal Villas, welcome. President Kate Washira from Gashie, welcome. Rotarian Jennifer. We have President Sandra from Rotary Club of Motaiga, welcome. We have Shamita from Rotary Club of Ongata Rongai, welcome. Miriam, welcome. Before I get to members of our club, we have Rotarian Nikhil Raj, all the way from India, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
He's also from the Rotary Club of Madras, Ritesh. Nikhil Raj.
Yes, Rotary Club of Madras. So Past President Gopinath, say a few words to us. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, well, I'm here only to listen to the songs and your meeting. I have nothing much to say, except that, we're enjoying attending your meetings. It's been very, nice and informative. And all the best to you, club.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And to all the members of Rotary Club of Nairobi. I see we have Susan, Justice Oluwach, we have Kalpa, Past President Darcy, Winnie, Dr. Margareta, Past President Jessica, to everyone who's logged on. Welcome. And whilst we wait for fellow Rotarians and guests to join us, I'll request if all the visiting Rotarians can kindly write their name and club in the chat group, which will help our admin to prepare a list for the vote of thanks. Welcome, Mira, and thank you for your wonderful message. Please do say a few words to us. Are you excited about this meeting today?
Oh my goodness, can you not see me? I've already got my dancing shoes on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very excited. Thank you, President Ritesh. I think that's how you're referred, but this is such a beautiful session that you've organized. Looking forward to it. To everyone who's jumped in, my greetings to everybody, and I hope you and your family are safe. And yeah, just super looking forward to this session.
So tell us, Mira, since
Yes.
you love music and you probably have very good recollection of good songs. So tell us about any of your favorite Shilpa Rao songs.
In fact, you just played it, and I was like, bobbing my head. I was just bobbing my head while she was singing. I think that's one of the. I think that's one of the ones that comes immediately to mind. But really, I mean, she's phenomenal. She's done so many numbers which have touched our hearts. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mira.
Welcome.
And I will ask the same question now to Past President Sanjay from Rotary Club of Bangalore, Raj Mahal Villas. Thank you for joining us. Past President Sanjay?
I think he's driving.
Yes, Ritesh, thank you so much, President Ritesh, for having me. I am driving, but I couldn't miss this event. So thank you so much. That's why I have joined. I will mute myself and I'll enjoy the
have
talk.
a safe journey.
Thank you.
Have a safe journey. And yes, I think it is quite exciting today, as we have the wonderful Shilpa Rao with us today. And I would like to ask Susan, who is a music lover, and truly, I think she's one of the biggest music lovers I know. Tell us, Susan, are you excited for today?
Yes, thank you very much, President Ritesh and everyone here today. I'm very excited. Have my dancing shoes on and waiting to get excited.
Well, excellent. And our media partner for today is Radio 44 Kenya. And I'm very excited about that partnership as well. So thank you to Radio 44. Justice Oluwatch, you always make us smile. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Ritesh. I'm very well, thank you.
And yes, I look forward to you're actually going to be saying a prayer for us today, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I will. Ritesh, you may not believe it, but I sang in a church choir for 14 years. I was a choir member of All Saints Cathedral.
Oh, okay.
I was singing soprano. I don't know what tone I am today.
So the tones change over time?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Ask Susan. If she's a musician, ask her. With time, the tones can change, Susan, isn't it?
Yes, they can. I'm not very musical. I don't trust my voice, but I love music with all my heart. And okay. I'm a music receiver and dancer. Yeah.
And a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to request the co-host to kindly play one more song of Shilpa Rao whilst we wait for the Rotarians and guests to log on. Sorry about that. Greetings, Rotarians and guests. And whilst we are waiting for our chief guest to join us today, just a moment. Thank you all Rotarians and guests, and welcome. Today we are going to start the meeting slightly earlier, as we are going to be live streaming, courtesy of Radio 44. I'd like to take a few moments to recognize and acknowledge the presence of visiting Rotarians and guests. Thank you for joining once again, members of Rotary Club of Madras, Rotary Club of Gashie, Rotary Club of Bangalore, Raj Mahal Villas, Rotary Club of Motaiga, and all visiting Rotarians. I see we also have our past country chair, Jane Beria, with us, who's logged in from Nigeria. And we also have Rotarian Ozwem, who has joined in from Rotary Club of Abuja, the ambassadors. And greetings to all the individuals who have logged on. I would like now to kindly request we begin the meeting in the next 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I would like to ask Nisha Hirani. How are you, Nisha? Nisha, could you unmute?
1 minute. Hi.
Hi, Nisha. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ritesh. I'm very well. How are you?
I am well, thank you. And we are quite excited for today. And we are grateful to Radio 44 Kenya. And would like you to tell us, how do you feel about this meeting today?
I think it started off quite well. We're happy to be part of this. And we wish you all the best for this one.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nisha. And thank you to all the team with your radio company. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I now call the meeting to order. I'll first request if Hermina, could you kindly play the national anthem?
Program. Father, the end. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Hermina. I will now request Justice Joyce Oluwatch to kindly say a prayer for us.
Thank you.
Service. In the last financial year, we are changing another challenge 25%.
There's some noise. I'll start now. Dear Father, as we meet virtually today as Rotarians and friends, we acknowledge that wherever we go, we are always in your presence. We pray that our actions may reflect this awareness for whatever our future will bring. If we must face disappointment, help us to learn patience. If we must face sorrow, help us to learn sympathy. If we must face pain, help us to learn strength. If we must face danger, help us to learn courage. If we must face failure, help us to learn endurance. If we achieve success, help us to learn gratitude. If we attain prosperity, help us to learn generosity. If we win praise, help us to learn humility. If we are blessed with joy, help us to learn sharing. If we are blessed with health, help us to learn caring. And as we stand before you today, help us to learn the value of service above self. May your radiant spirit guide us and our loved ones all our days. And let us all say, Amen.
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 Amen. For a beautiful prayer. That was a very beautiful prayer. And since Dr. Manu is with us right now, greetings, Dr. Manu. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Dr. Manu, I think we'd be very grateful if you could please say a small prayer as well.
Oh my God, now I'm on a Zoom call on the other side.
Oh goodness, okay. Well,
Yeah,
thank
so
you
I just wanted to make sure that I'll keep on hearing what you are saying, because I'll be on the other side of the Zoom.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the beautiful prayer. And now I'll request all of us to raise a glass or to have your hand on the chest. And this is to the President of the Republic of Kenya.
The President.
To the Republic of Kenya.
Thank you. I've just received a message from the manager of Ms. Shilpa Rao. She's running 10 minutes late, but that gives us enough time to carry out Rotary business and to introduce our guests and visiting Rotarians. And I'll begin by once again introducing visiting Rotarians. We have with us Rotarian Perry Ditch, who joins us on a weekly basis. Greetings, Rotarian Perry. How are you?
Greetings to President Ritesh and the club. And I was honored and humbled to be in this month's newsletter. It's an outstanding publication each month. And thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Very much looking forward to the meeting today.
Thank you so much. And we have Rotarian Nikhil and past President Gopinath from Rotary Club of Madras. How are you?
Thank you, President Ritesh. We also have Tony Lobo from my club.
Welcome.
So thank you. It's wonderful to be here and to watch all of you all deliberating. Wish you all the very best.
Looking forward to the meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We also have Rotarian Sanjay from Rotary Club of Raj Mahal, Bangalore Raj Mahal Villas, but he's currently driving. And we have Rotarian Jennifer from Rotary Club of Kilifi. How are you? And President Kate from Rotary Club of Gashie.
Good afternoon, President Ritesh and the family of Rotary Club of Nairobi. My name is President Kate from Rotary Club of Gashie, and I am happy to join you guys this afternoon for your fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you so much. President Sandra, Rotary Club of Muthaiga.
President Ritesh, sorry, I just couldn't unmute myself. Good afternoon to you, friends and family of the Rotary Club of Nairobi. This is Sandra Bomet from RC Muthaiga, and I'm very happy to join you this afternoon.
Thank you very much indeed, President Sandra. Rotarian Shamita.
Hi, all everyone. Thank you for the invitation. Nice to be here. Hope we will enjoy the fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have Miriam Obero.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to fellowship with you, and it is my first time. I've always wished, but today I've tried to keep time. I'm happy to be with you.
Thank you. And Rotarian Faith.
Thank you, President Ritesh. Friends and family of Rotary, Nairobi North, friends and family of Rotary. My name's President Faith from Rotary Club of Nairobi Industrial Area. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much indeed. And we have Jane Beria all the way from Nigeria. She was our past country chair.
Thank you, President Ritesh. My fellow Rotarians, good afternoon, although it's still morning here. My name is Jane Beria, past country chair, District 9212, now located in Victoria Island in Lagos. My club is Victoria Island East, District 9110. Looking forward to the fellowship, and I miss you all, and I miss home. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We all miss you too. And we have Sanjeev Soni, who's joined us from Mutaiga, Matthew Karanja. Welcome, President Matthew. We have immediate past President Ozem from Rotary Club of Abuja, the Ambassadors. Past President Ozem, would you like to say a word? So with past President Ozem, basically, we are going to have a joint meeting on Sunday, the 27th of September, where we are hosting, where Rotary Club of Abuja, the Ambassadors, in collaboration with Nairobi, are hosting Rotary International President. Thank you, Jacqueline Musioka. Thank you to all individuals who have logged on today. I will now request Rotarians to kindly introduce their guests, and I will begin with Nicodemus Chege.
Thank you, President Ritesh. I'm going to make this introduction on behalf of Rotarian Dr. Gidanga, who cannot be able to join us. So among us today is one of his professional colleagues, Dr. Laura Oyengo. She is a pediatrician and she works at the Ministry of Health. Laura, are you with us? Maybe you could say hello to everyone.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Laura. I work with Dr. Gidanga. He's my mentor, my teacher, and also a friend. I work at the Ministry of Health, where I'm in the Child Health Pediatric Services. Thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be with all of you. Asanteni.
Karibu sana, Laura.
Thank you so much. And I have a few guests today. My first guest is the speaker for today, Shilpa Rao, and Mr. Girish. Mr. Girish, are you with us? And also we have the CEO of the Asian Foundation, Mira. Mira? Sorry, you're on mute.
Hi, Ritesh. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much. And once again to everyone, greetings from all of us at Asian Foundation, and really looking forward to today's session and for all the peppy numbers that Shilpa is known for. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mira. And Nisha, who has said hello to us earlier, but she's also a guest. I will now request any Rotarian who has a guest to introduce to kindly raise their hand. Kalpa?
Good afternoon. I have Neil Shah who is joined in. And Neil, you can probably introduce yourself.
Hi, President Ritesh. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just introducing myself. I'm an entrepreneur, and I would like to bring all the skills that I've attained from my MBA towards some good causes at the Rotary Club of Nairobi.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, Neil, and welcome to our meetings.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome all Rotarians and guests. And any other Rotarian who has a guest to introduce? If not, then I will request any announcements. Are there any announcements? So while we wait for our guest speaker for today to join us, I will request I'll request some individuals to share with us what they think about their opinion about music, since the topic today is about music. And I earlier had a wonderful conversation with Rotarian Susan Morabana. And I would like Susan to kindly tell us more about the kind of music she enjoys, and just share more about the wonderful event we had for Valentine's Day, where Chu actually played some beautiful music for us.
Thank you, President Ritesh. Very nice to see you all, fellow Rotarians and guests. And what a lovely day to be talking about music. I enjoy all kinds of music. African, Afro jazz, rock, everything, old school, blues, very nice. And I think music is really the soul. It brings out the best of us. I've seen it with our children, who we've tried to use music during this COVID time as a way of teaching astronomy and have them as our musicians. So I'm not very musical per se. My husband is, and I'm lucky to have him. In a way, when I'm angry at him, all he has to do is get his guitar and make me happy. So music has that effect. And I think today is going to be a very nice day, having, Rotarian music. As we did during our Valentine celebration, we had a lot of music from Chu at that time. So hopefully I might steal him at some point and get him to bring his guitar if we have time at the end.
That would be absolutely amazing, Susan. That's brilliant. As a matter of fact, that would actually be a bonus for us if Chu can come on board and play some music at the end. Most of you will be aware that recently Rotary Club of Nairobi turned 90. On 11th of September, Rotary Club of Nairobi celebrated the 90th charter anniversary by holding an online a Zoom event, which was a panel discussion of past presidents talking about Rotary Club of Nairobi at 90 and beyond. And the panelist for the day was our very own past president, Darcy Lote. And since past President Darcy is with us, past President Darcy, are you in a position to say a few words to us about the 90th charter anniversary? Sorry, you are on mute. Past President Darcy, you're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. That day I was looking for Susan because a lot of people thought that the Rotary Club of Nairobi, us old Rotarians, we somehow intimidate the new Rotarians, and Susan was one of them until we went to the Masai Mara Marathon. So Susan, you were not there, and we had John Conchella talk about the un-intimidation of Rotarians. It was a wonderful occasion, the 90th anniversary, and with this new normal, we had so many visitors. So I think we have to get used to it, although we hope soon it will be back to some new normal where we will be able to do fellowship and all. Let's keep our hopes alive.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Past President Darcy. And since we are talking about the new normal and all the virtual meetings, it actually occurs to my mind that today we have a media partner, Radio 44. And it's absolutely a wonderful time for everyone who is at home to actually tune in to Radio 44 and listen to their music as well. So thank you. And I'd like to ask, we have with us, I see Past President Praful is with us. Past President Praful Lakhani. Could you please share with us something interesting about Rotary, which some of the guests who are not Rotarians, they can learn from what you have to share. Sorry, you're on mute.
Right. President Ritesh, you're the only president of the club which has conducted so many virtual meetings, which none of us past presidents have ever done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is totally unusual, but well done.
I'm very grateful. So, Past President Praful, tell us, tell us something about, tell us first of all something about your journey in Rotary, and secondly, if you can tell us about your love for music.
What did Omar Khayyam say, and what did Shakespeare say? Let the music be food of. You can finish the sentence. Music is part of our life. It is something which we are so used to it and we can't do without it. We enjoy, it cools us down, it refreshes our minds and makes us more relaxed and more receptive to the world. It is, I think the humankind cannot do without music. We're all one and we all enjoy different types of music, whether it is Eastern, Western, or whatever you call it, so long as it is pleasing to our ears and it gives us that refreshing feeling. But I do enjoy good music, there's no doubt about it. And I'm sure most of our Rotarians would also do the same. We are all humans. Thank you, Ritesh.
Thank you so much. And it's always delightful to hear from you. This virtual situation has still kept us all meeting online, and thank you for that. I will now ask Rotarian Pamela Sitoni. Rotarian Pamela, if you can kindly unmute, if you're in a position to unmute, and tell us, since we are talking about this situation of virtual meetings, tell us something about the current COVID situation. Pamela? I think Pamela is engaged. I am going to now request, I see we have Megha Sheth with us. I think she's a guest of Rotarian Rashmi. Rotarian Rashmi, could you kindly introduce your guest?
No. Hi, yes, we have Megha Shankar Seth, who is a digital product person and a digital product marketing person. She is currently, I forgot the name of the company, but she's currently into weather forecasting and correlation with the crop patterns and market conditions. She's working for the company where she's the director of communications and marketing. Welcome, Megha, to the meeting. And I think if you can just explain what you do, because though she's a very good friend, I have scant idea, but I think she does something important in the weather forecasting for farmers region.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I actually head corporate communications for a startup, which is in competition to the IMD that I'm sure you guys must have been brought up with and know. It's in weather forecasting. So SkyMet and GramCover are actually rural-based companies. SkyMet helps rural farmers with help of USAID in bringing climate resilient making farmers climate resilient in today's scenario. And GramCover is a rural insurance brokerage. They are basically insurance brokerage company, which helps in de-risking rural India. So I take care of communications for both of them. And Rashmi was my boss for like many, many years. And she is now a very good friend of mine. And
Shilpa,
I their
she has
background.
come only for the Shilpa Rao concert, though I've invited her in the past.
Thank you.
No, I want to come for you, Rashmi.
Well, thank you all. Yes, I think today we have generated a lot of interest.
Actually, Shilpa is just about to join in, and Girish, her manager, has just given us a call. So she should be here in another 5 minutes or so.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And in the meantime, we have Dr. Margareta, who's logged in all the way from the US. Dr. Margareta?
Yes.
Has the music brought you here today, although you're always here virtually?
Oh, it's my privilege to be with you. Can you hear me, Ritesh? Yes. No, I am thrilled to hear this music. I'm not familiar with this very delightful diva, but I also, like Susan, love all kinds of music. Of course, I especially love blues and soul music, and also classical. And I think I will be pleasantly surprised today. It's a privilege to be here from Evanston, Illinois, in the US. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Margareta. And since we talk about Evanston, Illinois, and Rotary headquarters, we have with us today our very own trustee of Rotary International, Dr. Geeta Man. Dr. Geeta, how are you? Dr. Geeta?
Hello. Sorry, Ritesh. Thank you for inviting me. Happy to be with you all today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am sure this is going to be a phenomenal concert. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Geeta. Dr. Geeta Manek is the trustee of Rotary International and a member of the Rotary Club of Mutaiga, District 9212. And we also have President Sandra Bomet from Rotary Club of Mutaiga with us here today, as well as Rotarian Sanjeev Soni. Welcome all. So whilst we are waiting for Shilpa to join us, I'll request Pamela, if you're with us now, if you can unmute and tell us a bit about the current COVID situation.
Hi, President Ritesh, and hi, everybody. I'm having a bit of challenges with technology, so I couldn't get on my camera. I think it's improving if we are to trust what we are seeing in the government figures, but also our own survey shows that even the hospitals, there are fewer people in hospital. I think the latest government CTREP we saw showed that there were 23 people in ICUs across the entire country, and there was nobody on a ventilator, and there were only 5 people requiring oxygen support. So the situation is improving. The challenge for everybody is really how to keep it that low. We still have to maintain the discipline, and we can't afford to go back to our usual ways of crowding and partying around. So that's what I think about the situation. And thanks so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Rotarian Pamela. That's wonderful insight and positive news, good news. Thank you so much. Rotarian Anuja, how are you?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to all the guests. And thank you, President Ritesh, for an opportunity to speak. I'll add to what Pamela has just said. This morning, I was reading an article about COVID in Africa, and the WHO and experts, world experts, are already saying that Africa seems to have already peaked as far as COVID is concerned. And they feel that there may be a form of herd immunity already in the communities because we have all been exposed to other kinds of infections in the past. So that's kind of good news. But as Pamela said, you still have to retain the social distancing and all the practices, because we don't know how this virus is actually going to be affect everyone. I just wanted to say a very special welcome to Geeta Manik, PDG Geeta Manik and trustee. I haven't spoken to her for a while, so I'm missing her. So it's nice to see her here today. My KCA students are usually here, but they're missing today because this is registration week and universities are going back, and so they're busy doing other things. But we're really, really thrilled and looking forward to this presentation or this concert today. Thank you, President Ritesh.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Anuja, and welcome President Nahashon Mwiti, welcome President Martin Mugambi, President Anu War, welcome all. President Nahashon, you had an announcement? Right, well, thank you all for attending. And let's see who I can ambush with a question.
Ritesh, President Ritesh.
Yes.
Gopinath here.
Yes.
Talking of music, I'd just like to let the members know, and members of the Rotary Club of Nairobi and other clubs, that Chennai, where I come from, is considered the cultural capital of India. And it's every December we have a music and dance festival going here. And people from all over the world come to Chennai for about a month and a half to perform. We have a number of auditoriums here, and they perform basically Indian classical music and Indian classical dance. So this is just for your information, just as a filler.
That's absolutely amazing. And you know, Past President Gopinath, correct me if I'm wrong. I was reading through one of your wonderful Lighthouse magazines, and I saw a photograph of one of your events which you hosted in the yesteryears, where, if I'm not wrong, it was Ilayaraja.
Yes.
My goodness.
The first program that Ilayaraja gave on his name was organized by our road tractors way back in 1978.
In 1978. And for individuals who are tuning in, for their sake, I'll let them know that Ilayaraja is a music composer who is a phenomenal musician. And in the world today, everyone's singing and praising the wonderful A.R. Rahman, who actually was mentored, if I'm not wrong, by Ilayaraja. Am I right?
Yes, he was playing the keyboards for Ilayaraja earlier when he was young. And now, of course, he's a legend himself. He's an Oscar Award winner, and you know the rest of the history.
We do know the rest. And the interesting thing is, since we're talking about music, and Shilpa is our speaker for today, she has had the opportunity to work with A.R. Rahman as well.
A.R. Rahman, yeah.
In the soundtrack of Jab Tak Hai Jaan.
So this is just an aside that I wanted to give you because we have the time.
Yes, I think you have quite a rich heritage and history of music down south in South India.
Yes, absolutely. Especially Chennai is rich in music and dance and all the other cultural activities.
Now you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong again. Either I'm reading the wrong magazine or I'm recognizing the wrong faces. Did I also at some point see MS Subbalakshmi in one of your photos?
Yes, we awarded her the For the Sake of Honor award. She just she would have turned 104 yesterday if she was still alive. So we had honored her with the For the Sake of Honor award. I don't remember the year now, but it's way back again. I'll tell you the year also.
Thank you so much. And now I'd like to ask Hermina. Hermina, if you're with us, we are very grateful for this partnership we have with Radio 44 as the official media partner for this event. Could you please share a few words with us?
Well, first of all, thank you to
the Rotary Club of Nairobi for having Radio 44 as your media partner. We're honored to be a part of this great event that you have, a virtual concert. And for those who are not familiar with Radio 44, we're about 2 months old. We're the world's first Bollywood audio-visual station based in Nairobi. Our frequency is 91.6 FM. And how audiovisual radio works is regular radio station in your car or through your FM radio. But if you click on our website, the Watch Live button, then you get to see everything. So we've got cameras in our studio where you can see the presenters. Every bit of audio you hear will have a video. So if it's advertisers, commercials, and then each and every song has a video. So it's a novel concept. No other Bollywood audiovisual station in the world. And we also play English and Afro beats. And our target is 25 to 45-year-olds, but we have a lot of non-Indians listening to us because they enjoy the music, especially people who have an affiliation to India. They may have traveled there, they may have lived there to study. So that's what Bollywood audiovisual station and Radio 44 is all about. So it's basically radio you can watch.
Well, thank you for that, Hermina. And I have had the opportunity to log on to your website and have a look at the audio-visual aspect of it, and it's quite exciting. I must say that this is the first time I have witnessed it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Now, since we are waiting for our guest, just a few more minutes, I'll go back to past President Gopinath. Since we started this conversation of some phenomenal musicians, Ilayaraja, MS Subbalakshmi. Can you just off your head highlight some more names, so to say, of individuals who you have hosted? Sorry, you're on mute.
Yeah, first of all, going back to the question of when we honored MS Subbalakshmi with the For the Sake of Honor Award, it was in 1973. And for your next question, we have, hosted, well, I don't know what you can call it hosted, but we have had programs of many musicians for raising funds for our projects. And what comes to my mind are the Colonial Cousins, which is Hariharan and Leslie. Many of you might have heard them. They're no more a pair, but then they used to be called the Colonial Cousins. And we used to have Remo Fernandez, who was also a big name those days from Goa. And then we've hosted Ghulam Ali from Pakistan twice in Chennai. So these are all, not only for the entertainment part, but we also raise funds through the concerts here. And I think there are many more, but this is what comes to mind. And of course, as a member, our members, we have two very famous musicians amongst us. One is a Carnatic music exponent called Sudha Raghunathan, and the other one is a pianist called Anil Srinivasan. These two are top-notch musicians in Chennai and the world. In fact, they've traveled the world giving concerts.
My goodness, Sudha
Raghunathan.
Yes, she's a member of your club.
Yes.
Well, that's if you're hosting a concert for fundraising at some point, do let us know.
Sure. If you want, we can put
could
put it on to you.
I think after this meeting is over, we need to have a word.
President Ritesh, this is Geeta. Yeah, last weekend, I believe it was the Rotary Club of Chennai. They held a big sabha. They call it a sabha, and all musicians, different artists came in, and I was invited by them. It was a phenomenal initiative, and I think if President Gopinath wants to work with us, we can do a great fundraiser, and jointly we can have African music, and we can have Indian music, and really make those colonial cousins work well on our part of the world.
Absolutely.
Trustee Geeta, wonderful talking to you. We have never met, but I've seen, seen your pictures. And you're right, it is the Rotary Club of Delhi which organized the Rotary Sabha. And we were all invited.
Yes.
We all took part in in bits and pieces.
Yes.
And yeah, sure. I will put this across. I'm a past president. I'm a
Yes,
bygone in my
that's
club,
right.
so to say. So I will put this across to my current president, and we'll take your offer maybe sometime.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Rotary is all about world understanding. And once you understand cultures, you understand peoples, you understand music is universal. So it would be great. I've worked with that part of the world in the past few weeks. You must have seen me on different Zoom calls. And
Yes,
yeah, and the work that you people are doing is phenomenal. And, it would be just good to share best practices. So thank you for joining the Rotary Club of Nairobi today and reconnecting with us.
Sure, thank you very much. And then for your information, we are the third oldest club. My club is the third oldest club in India. We are in our 92nd year. We call the Rotary Club of Madras.
And thank you. And I also wanted to let Trustee Geeta know that Trustee Dr. Geeta, actually, we have a sister club agreement with Rotary Club of Madras, which we are renewing this year. So that's other good news.
And treat RCN well, eh? She's from my.
That's great. Some years ago, I think it was 2008, we had sent Kenyan athletes to the marathon in Chennai when PDG now was then District Governor Benji Cherian. They had hosted. Yes, and he's been to Kenya on several locations, and he had requested we send Kenyan athletes. And of course, Kenyan athletes, they won the marathon in Chennai. There was no doubt about that, but it was to inspire the runners in Chennai. So yes, Benji, greetings to all your members, because many of them have stayed with us here in Nairobi.
I will tell Benji for sure after this meeting.
Thank you.
We're just waiting a few more moments, and we've received, yes, they're going to be joining us very shortly, very shortly. Thank you to all Rotarians and guests for joining us. And I'd like to ask, whilst we are waiting, I'll ask Rotarian Rashmi. Rashmi, tell us something about classical music. I think you're an aficionado when it comes to music. Rashmi?
I know, I enjoy classical music, and actually I'm tracking Shilpa at the moment. So I was requesting Mr. Gopinath if he could, just tell the group about the difference between Indian classical and Carnatic and how the two, lines differ. So I know, of course, in Chennai, he must be hearing a lot of Carnatic music.
Carnatic, yes.
So if I can request Mr. Gopinath to do that.
Like you, I'm also a connoisseur of music, but I'm not an exponent of music. But all that I can say is, in south of India, it's called the Carnatic music, which is the classical Indian music. And as you go north, it's called the Hindustani music. And the difference that one can make out in layman's term is, the Hindustani music starts very, very slowly and hits a crescendo. Whereas Carnatic music starts slowly, but not as slowly as Hindustani music. But it's, it's kind of almost a flat kind of thing. But we do have, different octaves, and both have got its own plus points, and the connoisseurs for both in India.
Can I say one line about both of them? That the main, according to me again, as not as somebody who can actually sing or who participate, just as a listener, the main difference is that in the North Indian classical music gharanas, every music composition is created as and when the performer is singing or playing. Whereas in the southern India, they are the kritis which they have already created, they're already written, and they're played accordingly.
Yes,
I think Shilpa is just joining us. President Ritesh. Shilpa ji, have you joined?
Yes. 1 second, I'll just
welcome.
Welcome, Shilpa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and very excited for today. I want to first congratulate you by this wonderful message. We saw this of you're having an amazing following on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a coincidence that we're doing this, meet today. It just hit 100K last night. So yeah, it's quite a celebration for all of us, people who love music. Yeah, it's a celebration for music. Yes.
For all music lovers. And I can guarantee that today we have our radio partners with us. And after this talk, we hope those numbers rise exponentially.
That'll be great. I mean, the whole point of social media is that, there are no barriers, no boundaries anymore. You can reach out to people all over, if not personally, but via this medium. So yeah, it's a boon in disguise if we make good use of it. Yeah.
Wonderful. So if you can just allow me one moment to do an official introduction. And,
why not? Please go ahead, by all means. And everyone who's here, hi, hello. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, I'm having my coffee. So cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. And for all individuals who are logged on and listening and have joined us, Shilpa Rao is an internationally acclaimed singer, 2020 Filmfare Award winner, Best Singer, 2014 Global Indian Music Academy Award winner. And I would call her the Queen of Melody. She's a glamorous diva with a melodious, mesmerizing voice. Shilpa Rao is the voice behind some Bollywood gems, such as Tose Naina Lage Khuda Jane, Malang, Meherban, Bulea, Man Marzia, Kalank, and of course, Ghungru, which all of you are mostly addicted to at this point in time, which has officially become a dance anthem. So Shilpa's voice depicts true emotions, which you've all heard on her YouTube channel, and sets the right feel for any song she sings. Shilpa has recently been awarded the Filmfare Award for Best Female Playback Singer, as I mentioned earlier, and the recent chart buster is Ghungru from the film War. So once again, Shilpa ji, welcome. And,
thank you.
Can I begin by asking you a very interesting question?
Yes, please do. Please do.
Since I've mentioned you are an award-winning, world-renowned singer, which you are, but you were raised in Jamshedpur, and tell us more about your journey from Jamshedpur to Mumbai. How did it take place? And
well,
more
it's actually not very dramatic or something. Jamshedpur is a small town in India. It's on the eastern side of the country. It's closer to Calcutta. A lot of people who know about India. It is a small town, but it's quite a cool place because it has some of the countries or the world's best industrialists coming from. Jamshedji Tata, who built the whole Tata empire. It started from Jamshedpur, and that's why it's called Jamshedpur, because of his name, and so on and so forth. I mean, we're a Tata family. My grandfather, my parents, my uncles. I'm the only one who did not take up an occupation with the Tata family, and I moved to Bombay for music. But the support that they've constantly shown to us is so commendable, and that's what are the ideals that I have with me even now. Bombay is known for being very open-minded that way. You don't have any judgments about where you're coming from, or are you wearing chappals, or you're coming? I mean, you've come to the studio via bus, or you walked here, or you came in a swanky car. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is once you're behind the mic, how do you perform, or how do you express yourself, and your work ethic matters here. So that's something which I've learned from Bombay, and that's a very, very special what do you call it, a lesson for me, to not judge people and to just kind of meet them as human beings one-on-one. And the thing that I carry back from Jamshedpur is to have a sense of community, that you will progress individually only if you progress as a community. So that's something which I always believe in. Yeah.
That's absolutely wonderful. And to be honest, yes, we have seen that Jamshedpur is actually one of the most developed at this point in time, a city which is so developed, thanks to Mr. Tata, and incredible.
The entire Tata family, actually, yeah.
Yes. And it's interesting you talk about the sense of community, because that is the one thing which easily can disconnect in a major city. So
True.
having, yes. And the next question is related to this, because you know, the journey to Mumbai. So tell us a bit about what exactly, at what point begin this journey in music? Did you have an affiliation to it? Did you love it right from childhood?
Well, I always loved music. That's that goes without saying. Also, more than singing, I have a bigger love for listening to music. So that is something which I always loved, even when I was a kid. I did not want to be a musician for most of my life. That I will confess that I've never wanted to be a musician. I never wanted to be anything. I never thought I could be anything. I led a very what do you call it? A very non-existent kind of a life. I was one in like 100 people. I would be standing somewhere there. I just try to merge with the background or something like that. I was very disguised, camouflage kind of a person. But yes, I had met my teacher, my guru, Hariharanji in Bombay, and that's when everything changed, and suddenly there was something to look forward to, and he had that kind of confidence in me, which was an inspiration for me to do well. I did not want to let him down in any way possible. So I started working hard and then started focusing on music. So yeah, there are some people who come in your life and then they completely changed it. So yeah, that's what he did for me.
That's absolutely amazing, and what a mentor to have, Hariharan. Absolutely incredible.
He's such a beautiful force, such a positive force. Yeah, he is.
So tell me, related to this, so a first performance is always dear to every artist. Mm-hmm. So which song do you think has that special place in your heart?
That always is my first song, which I did with Mithun, Tose Naina, which was a very unusual first song for anyone. But I'm glad that Mithun and Manisha, the director, and Hassan Kamalji, he wrote the song. All of them, you know, they chose me, and somehow it just came together so beautifully. And at that point, I still remember FM stations were just kind of setting up in Bombay, in India, and a lot of the RJs had a very free hand to play music. And that's how this album Anwar became very popular, because it wasn't a very big film, and obviously there weren't many. It wasn't promoted or something like that. But all credit to the RJs of India who played it, and like crazy that it became popular with everyone. But yeah, I owe it to the RJs at that point. Yes, I do.
That is such a beautiful song, and if you don't mind, could I please request if you can sing some of it for us?
Sure, I'll sing a couple of lines from the song. क्षमा को पिघलने का अरमान क्यों है, पतंगे को जलने का अरमान क्यों है, इसी शौक का इंतहा जिंदगी है, इसी शौक का इंतहा जिंदगी है, तो सुनैना लागे पिया सावरे, nahi bas mein ab ye jiya saavare. So that was
Oh
my
my
first
God.
song.
If you were to see all our faces, I believe you can see the smiles.
I promise I'm going to see you guys in person and see you guys face to face very soon. I'm hoping for that.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And what a beautiful first song. And to be honest with you, I remember I actually was traveling to India at that point in time. And as much as you're saying you should thank the RJs, I should also say thank you to the RJs, because I was listening to this song on loop and it was played consistently on air. So how wonderful. So Shilpaji, your songs have caused a frenzy amongst Bollywood fans. And not only Bollywood, but world over. And you're an individual who I believe promotes peace. You must have used this skill and talent for many humanitarian causes. Can you tell us how you've used music to bind individuals?
The whole premise of music and any form of art is to bring people together. The whole purpose of music is to bring people together. That's why probably they exist in this world. I know a lot of times you don't have saviors in forms of the faith that you have, or your parents, or your friends or family. Sometimes they don't come to rescue. Sometimes you are alone and you don't see a way out. But that's when art really pulls you back. I'm a strong believer of that. And I know music is a very like a very big source of entertainment all through the world. I have to say that. But its true purpose is to actually connect people and to make them realize what true purpose of life is. You question yourself, you question your existence in this world, you question your society, you question your government, you question mankind in general. Art gives you the perfect way to ask these questions in a very, very beautiful form. And yeah, and any form of art. I mean, even if it's someone doing a beautiful ballet, or a symphony, or someone who can paint something, or even architecture, anything, clothes, anything that you create, it is art, and that is what brings people together, and it will ask different questions to different people in their own way. I mean, you might hear a song and you feel differently for it. The same song I would listen to and have different connection with it. So it somehow speaks to everyone in their own way, and that is why it is very important, especially in times of crisis like we are right now. We're smack in the middle of it, and right now art is so important to connect people, and to make us realize that at the end of the day we are human beings, first things first, and we need to just care about each other. That's the only thing that will pull us through this crisis. Yeah.
That is absolutely true. And since we are talking about binding individuals with music, I've got to ask you about Coke Studio, because you're one of the very few artists who has actually collaborated on such magnitude all over the world, whether it's with Anushka, whether it's with Coke Studio. Tell us more about this collaboration with Coke Studio, and if you don't mind, if you could also sing a few, lines of the song you've sung for Coke Studio.
Sure. See, I'll tell you very honestly. Artists all over the world, they just want one thing. They just want to sit together and chat on a cup of coffee or a huge meal. Trust me, we are all big foodies, and that's what we always want to do. We just want to sit on a big pile of food and eat it, and then talk about more food. That's what musicians do. And no one is exempt. Everyone is the same. So I think all of our collaborations happened on food. So Noori had come down to Delhi, and we finished the concert, and we were sitting, we were jamming, and we were singing songs to each other, and that's how you know, they thought of having me on that song, Parchana. Same thing with Anushka. I was in London. We were just catching up for lunch, and then one thing led to another. We started playing music to each other, the music that we've been working on, and then yeah, she said, why don't we collaborate on something? So yeah, it all starts like, yeah, if you want to make a good friend, you know, should meet up for food. That's the best way to make friends. Yeah, so that's how collaborations happen actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I think most of us are foodies, and we
Yeah.
also love music. But now we'd love to listen to a few lines of Parchana from.
Cool. Here we go. Parchana de disse kulli yaar di ghadya ghadya aave ghadya raat haneri nadi tha maar di adiye adiye hani adiye Parchana de disse kulli yaar di ghadya ghadya aave ghadya रात हनेरी नदी ठाठा मार दी अड़िए अड़िए हानी अड़िए. So that was Parchana.
After your renditions, we actually need a moment or two to absorb. It leaves us kind of speechless. You have such a mellifluous voice, and naturally, it's obvious because of the number of hours you must be doing riyaz, right? I have a follow-up question now.
Yes.
Since we talked about this situation, and this year we have faced lockdown situations across the world due to COVID.
Correct.
And this has given us time, like you have also said, to reflect and introspect. But I believe you have developed an interesting hobby of taking care of plants during this time. Tell us about your passion for environment.
So this actually would be my entire stepping out ritual, that, you know, whenever I would step out, go for a recording or anything, you know, and you know, I'm walking on the road, and if someone would litter, so my first instinct is like, you know, stop that guy and listen, you can't do this, and either you pick it up and put it in a trash can, or I will. Most of them would pick it up. There would be one or two who wouldn't. So then I pick it up and put it in the trash can. It's basic, you know, right now that we're home, and you can just gaze out and see the beauty when you have nothing to do, and your mind is a little more free. Trust me, the only essentials that we are using are the food that we're consuming, our friends and family we're regularly talking to, our health, and obviously the nature that surrounds us. You don't need more than this. I can assure you that. I know we work and we aspire to do so much in life, but at one point we need to ask each other, or ask ourselves actually, most importantly, is it worth spoiling nature? I mean, is it worth all of this? I mean, I definitely feel that we have so much, like looking at a mango tree. I mean, you didn't plant it. I mean, you're having those mangoes, but then there was some stranger who planted it 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and you're having that. So why can't we do the same for the next generation to come? And it is our responsibility to pass it on to the next generation. I know there has been a lot of damage already done to the environment. We are running out of time, and this is the right time to, you know, clean it. If not clean it, at least don't dirty it further. I think that we should not do. We don't have the right to dirty it if we've not done anything for it. So my parents, they are very focused on growing plants. I mean, in my house there are so many of them, and trust me, it gives you such a beautiful. So right now I'm having coffee with you, you know, but actually I sit with my coffee outside with the plants, and like sit and then have a moment with them. So yeah, that's what I do. So it's quite peaceful to do that.
Thank you, Shilpa ji. And you know, interestingly, I just want to share something about Rotary with you at this point. we are actually doing some tree planting initiatives across Kenya because we have realized that we need to plant as many trees as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
And Rotary International and the trustee of Rotary International, Dr. Geeta Manik, is with us on this as well. And we now have we have 6 areas of focus, but the 7th one is now environment across the world. So it's wonderful to hear that you genuinely have this passion for conservation. And now I'm going to ask you a further question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to the youth of today regarding responsibility towards environment?
What advice do I give you? Obviously, I mean, you come to your senses or you realize some things on your own, no matter how many times people say it. But all I would say is that anyone who is right now currently in a very conscious state with what's happening around us right now, as we speak, one thing just comes very, very strongly, and it's screaming strong, saying that we need to take care of the environment. We need to take care of nature. Nature has been taking care of us all through our lives. This is the time to stop and think for all the fluff that we have in life, for things that we don't need. I mean, when you look around in your house, a lot of things that you don't need and you don't need to necessarily possess. But the memories that you have and the emotions that you have, that will always last you, no matter where you go, no matter how many people you're with. So just take a moment, look outside, look at the beauty that you're surrounded with, your trees, your plants, the birds, the animals that are around you. You guys in Kenya, you are so lucky to have such beautiful wildlife, flora and fauna around you. It's paradise, and we need to protect our paradise, because you know what, we are indispensable. Even if this planet doesn't have human beings, it will still survive. We need to keep our place by taking care of the nature. So that's the only thing I would tell people, the youth, that just love nature. That's all you need to do, nothing else.
That's absolutely wonderful. You're a true ambassador for environment and peace.
I don't know, but one thing I know, that it gives us so much joy. I think we just need to give that love back. Yeah.
Correct. And since we are talking about lockdowns, and we have been calling up all of our friends and relatives on the phone, naturally, not physically meeting, and asking how they are, or kaise ho tum, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's this beautiful, beautiful song, which honestly, many of us are addicted to. Believe it or not, we are addicted, absolutely. It's kaise ho tum. Could you kindly sing for us a few lines of kaise ho tum?
Okay. Oh God, it's been a long time we recorded that song. कैसे हो तुम, पूछेंगे हम, कैसे है हम, पूछोगे तुम, तेरा जो हाल है मेरा वो हाल है, जाने क्यों, हो मेरा जो हाल है तेरा वो हाल है, जाने क्यों, तेरी अनकही बोल है सुने, मेरी अनकही बोलो में कहीं, कैसे हो तुम, पूछेंगे हम, कैसे हैं हम, पूछोगे तुम। It was a really long time ago that I had recorded this song. So
wow, 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 wow. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Shilpa, when you sing it, even live, you're singing it, it actually is giving us goosebumps. It's phenomenal. Thank you.
I'm happy that you guys are all here together with beautiful smiling faces. It's great to meet all of you guys.
Thank you. Can I ask you a few more questions if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yes. So just out of curiosity, since we're talking about world music, who would you say is your all-time favorite international artist?
There's so many actually. It's tough to choose one. I'm a huge fan of Sade. I'm a huge fan of Sting. I'm a huge fan of Beyonce. I'm a huge fan of. So there is there are a lot of these acoustic unplugged artists. Yeah, I listen to pretty much everything. So that's one thing. I don't have a fixed genre that I listen to. So on my phone there are various artists from all over the world, and I pretty much listen to everyone. In fact, I had the good fortune to listen to Richard Bona when he had come to India. Oh my God, he is so good. Yeah. It was just pure luck that I got the ticket the last minute, and I went and heard his concert just right in front of me. He's absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
I love the fact that you're so in love with music that you really appreciate it at a level which we can hear in your voice, actually. We can hear in your voice. And I want to ask, related to your voice, now you have trained in classical music. And there are many singers today, sorry to say, but there are many singers today who have not trained in classical music. Mm-hmm. So what is the advantage of this classical music training as opposed to, although being a good singer, but not having the classical training? And could you relate it also a few lines of a ghazal too?
So yeah, I mean, we always keep talking about our politicians, and a lot of them are not educated for the post that they have, and it really bothers us. In the same way, if you are doing music and this is actually one choice that my teacher had, my Guruji Hariharanji had given to me, that you can be a singer. I mean, there's no problem. There are many people who sing without learning music, but then it's your choice whether you want to be a educated singer or an uneducated singer. So it's up to you. But trust me, the music that you learn, and any form of music, it doesn't have to be Indian classical music. It could be jazz, it could be blues, it could be R&B, it could be Western classical music, anything. The point is to learn it. And once you do learn it, it just transforms your voice and what you can do. You have so much more room and vocabulary to express yourself. So yeah, it really makes a very big difference. Yeah.
So could you please tell us which is one of your favorite ghazals? I know you must have many favorites. And
yeah, there's so many. There's so many. There's one ghazal in particular which is my favorite, and I sung it for Edele Mushkil. Preetham was very ingenious to put that ghazal at the right place at the right time. So yeah, here we go. आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी आज जाने की जिद ना करो.
So beautiful, so beautiful. I think as much as we are all in awe of the manner in which you can actually sing it at the spur of the moment, the clarity and the quality of the singing, it's unbelievable. This is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you. You guys are being very, very kind. Thank you so much.
And I want to congratulate you, just coming to an end, I want to congratulate you on winning this very well-deserved Filmfare Award for your song Ghungru from the soundtrack of War. And just a question on that. When you were recording this song, of course, you must have had a lot of high energy in the studio, but did you already get that feeling? It's going to be this international chart buster that it is.
I don't know. I had no idea what the song is for and what it is. I had no idea. Most of the time, we don't know. Like for example, when I was singing Bulle, I had no idea it was for Aidale Mushkil, it was for Aishwarya Rai. I had no idea. So most of the time, we don't get to know, and I don't ask, or I'm not very curious about it. The only thing that at that point that goes through my mind is how to connect with the song and sing it with that commitment, because every song is very different and diverse, and the whole point is to be there for the song as yourself. So that is one thing which, and yeah, I was enjoying myself singing it. I was inside the sound booth dancing. I was having a blast. Yeah, it is quite a fun song, so yeah, you naturally have to move with it. Yeah,
it's a very fun song, but what makes it even more beautiful is actually your voice. And what I will request is, in closing, there was a request from Radio 44, our media partner for today's event, as well as most of the Rotarians in our club who have been sharing regularly the YouTube videos, because I wanted them to appreciate and understand your sound, your music, since we are a multicultural club. And if you can sing snippets of 2 songs without which we would feel like we lost an opportunity. One is Ghungru and one is Man Marzia.
Oh, very, very diverse songs, I have to say. But just a big thank you to all of you guys to have me here. And yeah, it was actually great to see all of you. And thank you, Ritesh, for putting all of this together. And yeah, you guys have a very, very cool, fun club. Keep at it. Cheers to that. And I'm going to sing these 2 songs. I hope you like it. Go something like this. यूं तो 16 सावन आए गए, गौर नहीं किया हमने, भीगा मन का आंगन इस मर्तबा, क्या जाने क्या किया तुमने, दिल में जागी इश्क वाली मन मर्जियाँ, मन मर्जियाँ, जिद की मारी भोली भाली मन मर्जियाँ, मन मर्जियाँ. So that's Man Marzia. It's yeah. I could see Rashmi, she was putting out a translation. So it basically connects the monsoons, the rains, and love. So how both are so beautifully connected, and I think all over the world it's beautifully connected. Love and rains.
The words are beautiful, but that is the closest I could come to it. You know.
That's true. It's I mean, anywhere it rains, and then you suddenly think if I were with my better half, you know, with her or with him, and enjoy the rain. So it's about that. Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular. And also the final request was Ghungru.
Awesome. So like, yeah, we don't do this song just sitting. No. Generally, I mean, it will be nice to kind of clap with it. Everyone, come on. Can we all do that? You can, right? You're free to stand up and dance if you want.
Okay.
Nobody, I mean, who knows? You're in your own home. I mean, yeah, who cares? Yeah, why not just kind of make use and do it right in the middle of the afternoon? Why not? Right?
Why not?
Okay, so everyone, here go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone, come on.
Need to unmute everyone. I think we muted everyone.
खराब करे आगलती बेहिसाब करे दो पल की जो नींद उड़ी आ पूरे सारे ख्वाब करे क्या कर दे हैं उम्रों के वादे ये जो रहते हैं रहने आधे दो बार नहीं एक बार सही एक रात की कर ले तू यारी सुबह तक मान के मेरी बात तू ऐसे जोर से नाची आज के घुंघरू टूट गए के घुंघरू टूट गए छोड़ के सारे शर्म और लाज मैं से जोर से नाची आज के घुंघरू टूट गए के घुंघरू टूट गए हो.
What a beautiful song.
Super, guys. That was so much fun to sing this with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shilpa. And now I'd like to request our club's past president, Darcy, to kindly say a vote of thanks to you.
Thank you, Rita. This was another ambush like the last Friday one. I would like to thank our guest, Shilpa Rao, for sparing the time and get to know a little more the person behind that melodious voice that we hear. It was awesome. And her concern for nature, about our club's interest in planting trees. I think maybe she talked about planting mango trees. I did them last week. I planted them in my garden. And our late Kanu Devani, he had a dream that we should plant some trees in schools, so the kids can benefit from the fruits of those trees. So maybe the club should think about that. And I would also like to thank our media partner, Radio 44. This is Rozak at his best again. I have known Rozak for 15, 20 years, and his newspaper and now back to media and all, keep it up. And I would like to thank Asian Foundation for the wonderful work they do. And finally, she talked about the community, and Rotary does everything it does in the communities. So I think we have a common thing. So when the new normal comes, maybe Ritesh, you can arrange to invite her here and she can plant some trees for us. Thank you so very much, Shilpa.
Got it, sir. You got it. You got it.
Yeah. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That was very sweet of you. Thank you, everybody. It's so beautiful to see all you pretty faces. Everyone smiling here. It's such a comforting thing that no matter how tough the times are, we are still together. And stay safe. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. And I hope to meet you all soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ritesh, for introducing all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa. And just one final individual who has to say a thank you is Radio 44.
Thank you so much. You guys play our music so much that we have people who already know my song. So it's all thanks to you, and hope to meet you all in person soon.
Actually, I also want them to thank you.
Oh, you want to thank me? Oh,
I want them to
no,
thank you.
no problem. No problem whatsoever.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you, and we could see from your voice that you have a beautiful voice. A lot of the artists, like they mentioned, always have backup singers, and they do all kinds of stuff behind the scenes in the studio. You have an amazing voice, and we're an audio-visual station, so I don't think there's any other Bollywood audio-visual station in the world. We're the first ones, so we actually play the videos of all your songs as well. So we're hoping in the future, we're 2 months old, so early days for us. But hopefully in the future, we'll have the privilege and honor of having a concert and having you in Kenya live with us, and Radio 44 can host you.
That would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Looking forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great year. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Thank you so
much.
Bye. Thank you. So, thank you. We had a wonderful speaker with us today, and I hope everyone who tuned in appreciated the fact that she also sang for us some of the beautiful melodies. And I hope that has livened up your week further. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ritesh.
Thank you so much, President Ritesh. That was really wonderful. It's amazing to have brought forward a Bollywood, genuine new sort of voice that is emblematic of what's happening in India. Actually, Indian youth are very natural. They're very real. They're very together. They're very aware of everything around them, and so it's inspiring to see, and something that we should share with India and Kenya, because it will inspire our youth here as well. Thank you so much for that.
And I also would like Ambassador Dr. Josephine. This is still live on YouTube and recording, and Shilpa will catch up with the video as well later on. If you can also share with us some of your insights. I think you tuned in whilst the talk was going on.
Thank you so much. I want to echo everybody's sentiment that it was truly amazing to listen to Shilpa, not just because of the beauty of her voice, but also because of the beauty of her spirit. She's spoken to us about the environment. She's spoken about social and cultural integration, and even helped us to think about the integration of our communities, and in particular in Kenya. I want to just say a quick word about being a Foreign Service envoy and culture and music. Many times culture and music does bring countries together. And at the General Assembly, music has been used to discuss the sustainable development goals, and even to discuss specific issues around peace and peacekeeping. Today, President Ritesh, I wasn't able to deputize you. I'm with my family. We've come to say farewell to my youngest sister, Sanda, as she embarks on a new career at the United Nations. And because I'm here with my mom, I would just ask her to say a quick hello to you before I leave. Please, Mom.
Hello, you great people.
How are you?
Very well. That was a wonderful meeting, and we loved that music. Singer?
We are so honored you have joined us.
Oh, this was so beautiful, such a time. Yes. I was very happy to just come in at the right time and listen to her music, her singing, her voice, and her warm personality as well. And to all of you, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are so honored. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you, President Ritesh. Thank you, President Ritesh. The rest of the family is here, but we are quite a big crowd. So I think that message says it all from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And today's SAA collection is still ongoing, but I think today was a very different meeting, so we will not end it in the usual Rotary manner. I'll just close the meeting. Thank you all for attending, and we are free to stay back and communicate further if you wish.
Thank you, Ritesh. Thank you for bringing this lovely lady. She was quite marvelous and introduced me to a lot of songs I had never heard before. It was a privilege to be here and to be with our club members who I miss so much being here in the US. I hope to see you all soon in person.
Thank you so much. And I would also like at this point in time, since Mrs. Saroj Lakhani is with us, thank you so much for being with us. We are so happy to see you online with us, and we hope you had a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. Enjoyed. Thank you very much in us. Okay.
Thank you so much. And yes, now I will request Susan, if Chu is with us. Susan and Chu, if you can say something.
Thanks, President Ritesh. What a lovely session. We were just singing along, not knowing the words, but that's the thing with music. It just unifies us even without knowing what you're listening to. And it was so nice to listen to such an amazing artist share that, but also her passion for the environment, which we're very excited about. I mean, with astronomy, it's all about looking out, but with the hope that we all look back within our own home and appreciate